welcome to the Dilemma with your host, Shantae.
And I'm your host, Gemini.
And we're based in Las Vegas, where the sin is the city. Please hit us with any questions or comments on Instagram at the_dilemma_podcast or Facebook at The Dilemma. And if you want to be a part of the show, please hit us at 702-605-4836. Casting hours are Mondays and Tuesdays, 7 to 8 p.m. Saturdays and Sundays, noon to 1 p.m. Pacific time. Now jumping right in, the topic of the day is know the person you're with. And everybody, please make sure before you get married, you know exactly who you're marrying.
Yes.
So, let me tell you about my experience. Okay. It was November 1st, 2016. And I remember the exact day because my homegirl, rest in peace, she didn't get to take her kids trick-or-treating that year. So, and this is when food stamps was still dropping on the 1st. So it's the 1st, and she wanted to go buy her kids some candy. So, you know, I hopped in the car with her or whatever. We went to the store, got the candy. She wanted something to drink, some drinky drink. I'm like, all right, fuck it. We go to Bell's. All right. So we in Bell's, and there's some dudes in Bell's, and they just, well, the brother, he just all in my face. He talking to me, but you know, he up in there with his girl and his brother, so he really just talking for his brother. Okay. So, long story short, with that, we end up exchanging numbers, you know, and start talking on the phone. You know, we had several conversations. Right. Actually, we talked for hours, you know, each conversation.
Right.
So, you know, I thought he was pretty cool, whatever, you know. Ain't thinking nothing of it. So we set up a date. I remember I went and bought an outfit, everything. It was a dude that worked at the store where I went to get the outfit. He like, wait, where are you going? I'm like, I got a date. It's like a first date thing. He like, all right. So I go on a date. It's cool, you know. He cool. He nice. You know, he cute as fuck. You know, he a little skinnier than I'm used to, but
right.
He cute as fuck, right? He had this little baby face, and when he smiled, it was just, you know, it was cute.
Magnetic.
But it wasn't, the experience, you know, the first date wasn't like, you know, it wasn't, I remember going back to the store and seeing the guy, and he was like, how'd the date go? I was like, it was cool and everything, but it wasn't no sparks, you know?
Right.
So, you know, we went on a few more dates, which it was pretty much just a pastime. You know, I wasn't doing nothing else.
Right.
You know, I'm in between time.
Okay.
So, this is around the time where I had stopped fucking with my fling. You know,
right.
Shit I had went through with my baby daddy, you know, with him being married to another woman and things like that. So, I made my main motivation being the next person I'll be with is going to be my husband. Not the next person, but like the next person I actually bring into my life, you know, before I fuck with somebody else's husband. I might as well fuck with my own husband, right?
Understood. Definitely understood.
So, we chilling, we kicking it, and now mind you, like, shit, by this time, we spending a lot of time together. About money, and, you know, I done already met his family and everything, you know.
Okay.
And they cool, but they kind of looking at me sideways because, you know, I'm new.
Who was you? Right.
Right. So, he had a daughter, you know, she was cool, you know, real sweet girl. And, but I'd start noticing things like, he would just start driving fast for no reason, like driving real fast,
Get
right?
out of here.
So his daughter mentioned it to me, like, he ain't never tripped out in front of you? I'm like, no, what you talking about? But,
Red flag, red flag.
So it got to the point to where, he was timing all his lunches around mine so we can have lunch together, and this became like a everyday thing.
Right.
So we fucking with each other. It's cool. I brought him around my kids and shit like that. But at this point, I'm like, I'm not finna have nobody in my home unless we married. So, all right.
Okay.
But I shared this with him already. Like, no, I'm not trying to live with nobody or nothing like that unless we
ain't
married.
shacking up. Right. We not doing that.
Because I done already been through that shit.
Okay.
So,
talk about it.
We like 2.5, 3 months in. And I'm like, okay, he cool. We going to kicking and shit. Now, by this time, we kicking it down there every day. We going to Fremont. We chilling, having a good time. And, it was like especially on the weekends, but it was like almost a daily thing. Just have a drink real quick.
Right. Enjoy
see what time. Everybody else doing and get on.
Right.
So this particular day, it was February 12th, 2017. So we about 3.5 months in, and we going to Fremont. And he like, let's stop right here at this little wedding chapel, right?
Right.
See what they talk about.
Oh shit.
So I'm like, really, I'm not really thinking too much of it, because I'm like, we only been knowing each other for like 3 months.
Yeah. Right.
But I'm like, fuck it, okay. Because I'm excited. I'm like, okay, you already looking at, you know what I'm saying, wedding shit and all that old shit. Especially coming from where I just came from.
Right.
So he like, we go up in there and shit. And it was like extra easy, right?
Okay.
It was extra cheap. Everything. So, but mind you, I had no plans of coming down here and getting married today to you. My mind hadn't even been made up if I wanted to even fuck with you like that long term.
Right.
We was just passing time. And, I was just pretty much trying to keep my mind off of somebody else. So, long story short, that night, we eloped. Fucked around and married this man. And the funny part about it is, while I'm standing there saying the vows, I'm like thinking in my head, like, am I really saying these vows? And it's almost crazy because I was like, is somebody going to jump out real quick and be like, got you, or some shit like that. So when it came time to him to say his vows, I definitely didn't think, he was gonna
go through with it.
Man. So he went through his vows too. So we ended up eloping. I get home. I'm like, showing the kids the ring. I'm like, we got married.
What was their reaction?
Right. And I already knew it wasn't right because, I definitely should have had my kids involved with that before I made that decision. But I did it. And then, like, all of a sudden, shit started changing, like, almost immediately. Like, we would be going to Fremont or we'll just be chilling
Right.
And his whole mood will switch. You know, we'll be walking down Fremont and holding hands. He always wanted to hold hands.
Mm-hmm.
But then, like, all of a sudden, he'd get to just squeezing my shit real hard, like, to the point to where...
Like, what is you doing?
Like, he was trying to break my shit.
What is you doing?
And I yanked my hand away, like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You know what I'm saying? Like...
Right. Like, why are you being aggressive?
Right. And I don't been in on nothing. You know?
Mm-hmm.
So, I remember, like, probably a month later after we got married, his sister wanted him to take her son back to her baby daddy, which he lived in Michigan.
Okay.
So she paid for both of us a plane ticket. Pretty much, it was just like a over the weekend thing. So we go out there, you know, and his son lived in Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
He had 2 sons in Michigan with his baby mama. So but his daughter lived here.
Okay.
So, you know, he went by during this time when we went out there. But mind you, it was bullshit from the time we got on the plane. Now, mind you, we just got married. We get on the plane, we sitting down, you know, everybody board the plane. I'm nervous as fuck because I ain't never really flown before, especially for 3.5 hours.
Okay.
So we get on the plane, you know, everybody sit down. Then all of a sudden, I didn't order the drink and everything because I'm nervous. All of a sudden, he like start tripping. Oh, you looking at that? You trying to look at the light skinned nigga, this and that? Woo. I'm like, what the fuck is you talking about?
Right.
I ain't looked at nobody. So I should have known then. We get all the way to Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm out there. This is my first time in Michigan. Complete trip was fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
We met up with his son, you know, and his baby mama. And I remember hugging her, you know, because we was just meeting. And when she embraced me, she kind of whispered in my ear, "I'm sorry."
Damn.
And I'm like, so when I pulled back, I just looked at her like,
damn.
What the fuck that mean? You know?
Red flag number 2.
Right. So we get back, you know, nothing really serious has happened, but, you know, when he tripped on the plane, you know, he damn near got fucked up because I'm sitting there with my drink. It's another lady, an older lady. She's like, you know, Korean or something. Mm-hmm. And he's sitting on the other side. So he just slapped the drink out of my hand. It's splattered all over the lady and everything.
Oh, wow.
So they immediately moved me away and set the, you know, the plane security. You know how they had a task force and all that. You know, set him next to him and shit. They was about to fuck him up. So I ended up sitting a whole different area when we even went to Michigan. So I knew it was something when she told me she was sorry.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, because it's something about this dude. So we get back, everything cool, about a week or so go by, and this lady, because I run a doctor's office, and this lady, she came in with another girl, which, you know, she was just, this lady was just the ride to the girl that was coming in with her kids.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, but soon as she seen me, she was like, she grabbed my hand and she was like,